I'm expecting 8. And I'll tell you the states where I'm expecting 8 governors from. Nasarawa State is coming to us. Nasarawa people, please work hard. You are bringing Nasarawa. Enugu State is sure. Enugu State is extremely sure. Lagos should come to us. Lagos is going to get the worst of all the resistance, but Lagos is good to go. We have the most brave obedience in Lagos. We can deliver Lagos. We can take places like Rivers. Obedience and Rivers. Forget what Wike is doing. Obedience and Rivers. We can take Benue. Obedience and Benue. It is rigging that took Benue away from us. Plateau is ours. Please, if you are listening to this and you are in this state, go out there, be brave. You are bringing the victory home. Just believe it. Plateau is coming. We also have Delta. It's unbelievable the kind of support we have in Delta State.
So guys, as the governorship election draws near, you can see that obedience are already brazen up, you know, because they are very, very optimistic that they are going to win so many states for the Labour Party. Honestly, we are looking at, you know, not less than 10 states where we are going to win for the governorship election that is coming up. So we are being encouraged to come out. Let's come out en masse. Let's come out en masse to vote and vote for the Labour Party all through. Just vote Labour Party all the way. That is what we want, because we need people that can give Peter Obi and Dati Ahmed the support they need for this project, a new Nigeria. We all know that we have a new project at hand. A new Nigeria is possible, and that is what we are talking about. Let's ensure we deliver states to the Labour Party, and other elections that will be taking place that same day. Let's ensure we come out and vote for the Labour Party. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell, give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend it to others, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thank you.
Believe that was how we're able to keep Lagos, because in actual sense, from what we know at the back end, Labour Party did more than 1 million votes in Lagos alone, and we ended up with about 580,000 or so. So they took away more than 500,000 of our votes to suppress the level of disaster we did in their lives in Lagos. So for me, the most important takeaway for me, and what I'm going to tell all of us in all our polling units for this Saturday election, the most important job right now is the collation. By the time you finish watching them, record the votes, announce them and everything, it's not over. Follow them to the last point of collation. Insist that the collated results from your units are the collated results that they put in the master sheets, like their big master sheets. That's where the final results are put in. Insist, you must see them. You may not be able to get in, but the people with the tags can get in. Tell them, collation is where the madness starts and ends. If you can stop them from collating the wrong results, they won't be able to take away your victory. So focus on that aspect. For each and every one of your polling units, follow them to the collation center. Get the person that is representing you. Stand outside and wait, but make sure you are connecting to the person, talking, texting, until the collation final results are given. It's not coming to Abuja. All the results will be done in the states. Stay there. Make sure that the results you scored is what they finally announce. It will be very difficult for them to rig us out if we work as a team. Protect one another. Stand by one another. They can't shoot. The police people, the DSS, they can't shoot. They don't want to shoot. But if it is just one person, the thugs may hurt that person. The thugs will not come and kill somebody when the DSS is there. Sometimes the police may help them to scare you. But if there's many people there, it's so much harder. So it's important for us to go out there a bit braver than we were on the 25th of February. It will take some strength. But it is important to psych ourselves up up to that point where we go out there and stay there and see how it goes. The moment you stop being afraid, a lot of things become easier. If you can, like, psych yourself, talk to yourself until you now realize, waiting won't happen, or die and I die. They can't do you nothing. That's my faith. That's my belief. And that's why I believe that we're able to save some of the polling units and some of the collation center results and some of the local government area results we're able to save in Lagos. If we didn't get that brave and that ready, they may have taken away Lagos from us. And then there are states we have done very well. We just have to consolidate. My brother Atiku is expecting 1 governor. I'm expecting 8. And I'll tell you the states where I'm expecting 8 governors from. Nasarawa State is coming to us. Nasarawa people, please work hard. You are bringing Nasarawa. Enugu State is sure. Enugu State is extremely sure. Lagos should come to us. Lagos is going to get the worst of all the resistance, but Lagos is good to go. We have the most brave obedience in Lagos. We can deliver Lagos. We can take places like Rivers. Obedience and Rivers. Forget what Wike is doing. Obedience and Rivers. We can take Benue. Obedience and Benue. It is rigging that took Benue away from us. Plateau is ours. Please, if you are listening to this and you are in this state, go out there, be brave. You are bringing the victory home. Just believe it. Plateau is coming. We also have Delta. It's unbelievable the kind of support we have in Delta State. Trust the men on the streets in Delta. They will deliver labor for us if you guys work with them. Abia is sure. Abia is sure. All of those of us in Abia, go out there, you are bringing Abia home. Those states I mentioned, have faith, guys. It's ours. Yes! Thank you.
Come on, make some noise, obedience. Excellent, excellent. Come on now. Celebrate Eunice at Ejide. Yes. Yes. Thank you. I wouldn't say any more on that. Before Zaria comes up, where are you? Where is, what's her name again? Lovett, are you here? Lovett, please come. Oh yeah, now women are reading. Let's clap for them. Come on now. Come on, come on, come on. Honorable Ben choose the way they smile. People I say you like women, no. You know, like him, like me, I'm following him. Nigeria, celebrate Lovett.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Lovett Liberty. I am a spoken word poet, and okay, my name is Lovett Liberty. I'm a spoken word poet, and before I share my poem, I'd like to say what I think was the highlight of the whole election for me. When I went to my polling unit, we were a lot. We were a lot, and these people, they're adults, they have businesses, they're men and women, and you would see that they came out to vote. The queue was long. I think there were 2 polling units in the venue. The queue was long, but everybody kept saying that, oh, no need to worry, no matter what, we are going to stay here and we are going to vote. And that for me is a narrative change. The Nigerians came out to vote for who they wanted to be their president. Unlike before, when we go vote and say, oh, our vote no they count. Unlike when we would stay and be waiting for 2K and salt and 2 mudu of rice. Because in my polling unit, one party I will not mention, they were saying, we not say forgiveness something and no go collect now. All of now for Peter Obi. And we smiled because we know that we are here and we don't need your rice. Your rice cannot solve the hunger in this country. We are not that hungry that we will sell our votes the next 4 to 8 years of our lives for your 2 mudu of rice that we sour because there's no lights. So I'm going to perform a poem about a narrative change because I have seen it. I have seen people come out to vote. In my polling unit, I could not vote because they came and they attacked us. See, my phone broke, my leg is hurting right now. We could not vote, we ran for dear lives. But we came out. I wanted to cry. Actually, I cried because I'm a crybaby. I cried. I cried that I could not vote because I went to my polling unit. I did not even have cash. I didn't have money to go back. I traveled down to Zuba. I was like, God, all this suffer I suffered, and I could not vote. But I told myself that I came out to vote. My life was on the line, but I came out to vote. These people might have scattered the polling unit. I might have been injured. My phone might have been broken, but I came out to vote. And that is beautiful that we came out. No matter the danger, no matter how bleak it looked, we came out. In another story, we did not die. In another story, our country was drop dead gorgeous, but she did not take our breath away. In another story, the right to life was not a myth. So the SARS officer did not scream, I go waste your life here and nobody go talk me. In another story, your brother came back home. Even with his dreadlocks and laptop bag, he came back whole. In another story, your mother's soul did not have to leave her sick body because the whole country had the blackout right in the middle of her surgery. In another story, the fundings for social amenities knew how to use Google Maps, so the money did not have to miss road. In another story, the grass was not greener on the other side because motherland was loamy soil enough. Because government policies were manure enough, so we planted our dreams and ideas right here, certain it would sprout here. In another story, I did more than write poems, and you did more than write songs, because we knew sometimes the punchline is not in the wordplay, but in the next line of action. In another story, we were more than keypad warriors. We came out to vote. In another story, queuing to vote was not the same as saying our lives are on the line. Look, we are on queue, go ahead and shoot. In another story, hungry youth refused to take guns, to steal ballot boxes for the same ones who took food away from their mouth just so they could make a weapon of their hunger. In another story, the voters no longer take side with corrupt politicians because they were of the same tribe and same religion. In another story, we marched into the election saying, if good governance is dead, let our votes be the resurrection.
Don't stop clapping. Come here and snap with Honorable Ben Chooks. Come and snap with him. Come and snap with him. Take that picture. Thank you. Thank you. One more time, Nigeria, make some noise. Because in another story, in this story, ladies and gentlemen, let's make welcome Zaria Yusuf. Let's keep clapping.
Good evening, everyone. For the very first time, I would say, in the history of elections in the whole world, someone has been announced as president-elect, and the whole nation goes into mourning. I think there is something profoundly spiritual about that. Because even thieves, even criminals, when they get their exploits, they celebrate, but not in this case. And that is the reason why I am not one of those who will look forward to 2020 something. I am one of those who believe even this one that you think you have stolen, we are taking it back. Let me put it in another language. Those of you that may not understand it's okay, but I know why I'm saying it. idan al'umman ƙasa suka fita da yara da manya da tsofaffi da matasa da iyaye mata da maza suka je suka yi zaɓe, sai wani mutum ɗaya ya murɗe abin da aka ba su, ya sace musu abin da suka je suka zaɓa aka ba ma wani, to kun ga ko Allah ma bai ji daɗi ba, ballantana mutum. In the course of the campaign, I suspended the grassroots work of Obedient and LP because something happened. I went to a village. You must have heard the story. You know Victoria Chintex, the Labour woman leader who was assassinated. Do you know why she was killed? It is because they want to demoralize women like you. But you refused to fall for the trap. And I went to that village and I saw how an entire community, when I say, I mean it literally, was burnt down. And I stood next to women who had how their children were being killed. I looked at a baby who was yanked off her mother's hands, thrown by a side, and they were burnt alive. And I said to myself, how ungodly must a leader be to want to perpetuate himself in power after letting all of this evil befall people? And shamelessly, I saw the same governor of the same state telling people, you may be angry with me, but don't visit the anger you have on me on the next candidate of our party. And I said, no, not this time around. We have people who have mastered ethnicity and religion. And they go around and they feed you with either being Igbo, they feed you with either being Christian, they feed you with either being Muslim. But what Peter Obi has done, he has cut across all of that thing. And that is the reason why people are beginning to understand that no, we have always been victims in this culture of religion and ethnicity. Now let me tell you something. In religion, the most dangerous moment in the life of a woman is childbirth. They say one of her legs is in the beyond, the other one is in this world, because anything could twist her faith in either direction. That is the point Nigeria is in. There are old people. Let me tell you something. When I spoke to you about a country going into mourning after the announcement of somebody where you should have had rejoicing in their camps, yes, it was a moment of mourning. But do you know what the mourning is about? It is the mourning of the death of the old order. And they are working hard in that labor room. They are standing. We are there as the midwives. And they are there trying to stretch their hands so that when they hear the cry of that new baby, they will squeeze the neck. Are we going to let that happen? No. And that is why I am saying the doggedness, our resilience, our stubbornness, our determination must not come another time. It must come now. Saboda haka ranar Asabar, idan musamman 'yan uwanmu da suke jihar Kaduna, kada ku sake wani ƙato ya zo a babban mota da tumbi. Dike Ciku mai rije ya gaya muku in kuka ga ƙaton cikin nan, scholarship ɗin 'ya'yan mutane ne a ciki, boreholes ɗin da ya kamata a gina a karkara su ne a ciki, hakkin mata da ya kamata a gina musu asibitoci su ne a ciki. Sai a zo da naira da aka sata muku a zo a raba muku a ce ku sake zaben wa'annan da suka dade suna cutan ku, kada ku yadda. Barayi ne su, ba su da tausayi, mugaye ne. Canji ya riga ya zo. Mun shiga lebo kuma ba za mu daina ba sai mun haihu, mun ji kukan jariri, mun raya shi har abada. Now let me finalize by saying this. Prophet Isa El-Buba said something. And I will say it to all of you. It is not over until the Nigerian people win. Thank you.
Pepper them. Give them water. Lagos, what's going to happen? Water. Delta, what's going to happen? Kaduna, Niger, Nasarawa. What we did to them in Abuja, obedience, why are you people so wicked? How can you be this wicked? You didn't even allow them to get 25%. Why are you like this? I'm like you. Just give them 25% now. Why is people this wicked? They will never recover. And guess what? The power in this obedience, as you listen across, obedience in Europe, obedience in America. Look at this movement. It's in Zambia. It's in South Africa. It's in UK. It's in Cameroon. You know, I said, was it last week? I said, when Peter Obi comes, after 8 years, you will be gone, right? Are you hearing what I'm saying? So it's not about Peter Obi. In this food chain, he sits at the top. But he came to pave a way. That change is about, how can they, you know what is even shocking them now as they're watching us? We thought they would be crying. You see, you can rape somebody, but you can't take the person's love. Our love, we will never give you. You can take the rape, but love, the one way you want, you will never get it. You will never get it. You never get it. Before I bring Ebere up, I want to make a bold declaration because it's important. There's an energy of season that is very, very important. Kamal, are you here? Please come up. Come. Ned, come. Kamal, stand here. Ned, stand here. John, come. And Azenda, come. It's just a sample. Yes. Okay. Stand here, yes. You know Dr. Mo is fair, right? He will make it available. If he says so, he will do it. Like Peter Obi. You have some other. Please bring two. Bring it. So, come, princess, come. Yeah, we just have exactly one more. Okay. Yeah, so just wait right there. They're bringing one for her. It's okay. You know the world is watching. This is what makes this very unique. And I think so. You know, and energy is very crazy. Yeah, come with it. Come with it. Watch it. The first row. Okay. No, let's have, I wanted Obi to have it. Obi, please come up. Mama Labour Party, yeah, okay, that's right. it will be given. We'll have it. This is just symbolic. Mama, I'll do that. Because we are live, we're just going to do this. Just, okay. Just stand around and just listen to this. This is very important for this particular juncture that we are at. Thank you for stopping me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for making that happen. I might now look younger. Yeah. Reclaim your vote for a new Nigeria. Yes, we refuse. Just listen. The refuse is rise to end electoral fraud for unity and security of the economy. Refuse. The refuse are double E. Yes, we refuse. Meaning that we rise to end electoral fraud for unity and security of the economy. We refuse as a citizen's call to action for electoral justice, good governance and transparency for democratic institutions across Nigeria, created by the Reclaim Your Vote for New Nigeria initiative to mobilize the mandate of youth, voters, etc., the currency to defend the voters' franchise from promoters of profiteers of electoral fraud that renew political pirates to weaken democratic institutions. The Reclaim My Vote initiative believes that the collective dream of a new Nigeria is one that raises the good people of Nigeria and on the march to do their duty to empower democracy for the chances to seize the opportunity to decide the ideal vote to empower a smart, resource-efficient, sustainable leadership for good governance and accountability through intergenerational growth for national reformation. Beyond the fact that we the voters, citizens, acknowledge the right of INEC to conduct a free and fair, transparent and credible election for peace and prosperity in Nigeria, the electoral umpire has the constitutional responsibility, reputation, and justification. Hence, we refuse, we rise to end electoral fraud for the unity and security of the economy. To be silent when the mandate of democracy serves the voters' currency had been hijacked by the highest bidder, and the responsibility of INEC to the electorate mismanaged and by the maladministration of corrupt state actors that trade the future of Nigeria to own a mansion of gold in a banana republic. We, the voters, citizens of a new Nigeria, have decided to defend the homeland of our fledgling democracy with the highest pitch of our voices and to resolve to stand with the united Nigeria against the cabal of election racketeering. We are resolute in our constitutional conviction to reclaim our votes and refuse every attempt of the electoral body to convince, collude, collaborate with agents of the state to deny, desecrate, demobilize the institutional right, the sanctity, the pragmatism of the Electoral Act in the parochial attempt to serve the corrosive appetite of the privileged plutocratic few who chose to lord themselves over the millions of calm voters, citizens of Nigeria, clamoring for the solace of the electoral justice to secure the future of a new Nigeria. The time is here to raise and to rise and to stand and defend the spirit of new Nigeria. The time is to turn up at the front line of freedom for the next generation is now. The moment to yell out and to end the reigns of election fraudsters is now. We call on over 60 million new Nigerian voters, citizens, to join the call to refuse all acts of electoral injustice, abuse of office, and systematic robbery of the people's mandate. And so we refuse. We rise. O God of creation, direct our noble cause, guide our leaders right, help the youth the truth to know, in love and honesty to grow, and live in just and truth. Great lofty heights attained, to build a nation where peace and justice shall reign. God bless Nigeria. Let's be seated. Let's be seated. If you will, I'm going to call on Honorable Ebere, and then, of course, the barrister, Honorable Chief himself, will take off from there, and we'll have just not more than 3 other people after that. But look to your neighbor and say congratulations to a new Nigeria.
Great obedience. The greatest obedience. I had the pleasure to serve in the legal function in the campaign, and I'm very excited to be here because it began with a depressing week, but it's ending with a week of power. It's ending on a Sunday with us generating energy to face what we need to do. I'm excited because something has come to my notice. There is a big serpent that intends to swallow Nigeria. You can cut off its tails and it will grow back again. But I have located the head of that serpent in Lagos. On the 11th, you will cut off the head of that serpent. You will need to do it for Nigeria. You will need to do it for Nigeria. So we need to speak to our people in Lagos to understand the thing that you have done. You have cut some part of the serpent. But if you want it dead, 11th of March is the day that we make that decision. And we all need to join hands to make that happen. I want to speak to a few things about your right as an individual who voted. You see, Nigeria constantly takes care of the political class. And it is assumed that your right is subsumed under the right of the political class. But you are the one. DK Chukwumerije said they spent 24 hours to try to vote. My sister did not even get to vote after spending that time. Some people were beaten. Some people were chased away. Some people took the bullet. Some people paid the supreme price. These are the real people that interrogated the electoral process. And the Electoral Act does not say that they have any right to approach the court. Can you beat that? So here is what we are saying. Nigeria says to you now, you can no longer go on street protest. I disagree. We haven't done it yet, but the day will come when we will do it. Nobody will blackmail us. We will do it when it is properly organized, and nobody will infiltrate it and try to turn it against us. But until that happens, the voter citizen cannot be left without recourse. In your polling unit, something wrong happened. Must be done about it. We are now suggesting that the individuals from our polling unit, it's like INEC taking shit. If we allow us file an action against INEC and the Inspector General of Police for the things that they did to you on the 25th of February, will it be out of place? I want to hear you. Will it be out of place? If across the federation we generate 5,000 cases and cripple the Federal High Court until our voices are heard for the malfeasance that happened on the 25th that will be taken. 25th of February was a watershed in the history of our nation. Such nonsense should not be allowed to repeat itself. Now let me explain the process. The person who is delivering an administrative service has come constantly and giving you legitimate expectation that this is how the election will be done. This is how you will come. You will be accredited. You will be given ballot paper. You will do like this and do like that until the end. Your result will be taken to this place. It is your right as an individual to approach the court and tell the court that this person, an administrative officer, an administrative agency, told me that this is how he will deal with my matter, and he has failed to deal with my matter in that manner. You have the right to approach the courts. And I'm telling you, the politicians will go for election petition. It is their right. We support them. But the individual, we cannot go home empty-handed. Nigerians, we will not go home empty-handed. We will go to court on our own. Shebi, they say they cancel your result, they say go to court. We will even take Uber and just go to Federal High Court and come back. We will go to court. Even if we are going to court to just go and see the court, we must all go to court. Across the federation at this moment, we are generating a list of lawyers who will be ready to do this your bidding. Nigeria, your voice must be heard. 25th of February, we will not let that crisis waste. We will not let that rubbish go to waste. We must use it to bring an end to executive impunity, to administrative laxity. We must use it to bring an end to the nonsense that parades itself as federal government agencies delivering rubbish service. 300 billion Nigerian naira that could have built schools, built hospitals, was invested in an electoral process, and this is what it generated. It should bring tears to your eyes. It should make you rise to your feet and begin to go somewhere to do something. And that's what we have given you this opportunity to do. We cannot miss this opportunity. More will speak to it, speak about it and the arrangements for it, but it will happen in the coming weeks. Get ready. Our mandate is coming back. God bless you.
Yes, brother. How far? Then go see Chonti. Then go feel. Then go hear. All right. I'm going to bring somebody that I've worked very closely with. I mean, this change we're bringing is both inside and outside. Remember, I made a remark. I mean, have you heard? When we hear those things, we must promote them. Then send you. It was in France where a senior uncle went one time and he left a bag and wristwatch. Listen to this very quickly as I bring this man up, because I won't say the thing he did that sidelined him, but from the story you will understand. He left a bag of money, wristwatch on a train in France. And so the guy close to him, you know, when you are with somebody, you remember the person. So the train left and he came down. Now the person who saw the bag at his own arrival in his own station in another state, he took the returning train back and delivered the bag back to the owner. And when the owner was thanking him, he said, "Should you thank me for doing the right thing?" You know, if you have lived in darkness for so long, it's very difficult when you see light. Like if you are born in America and you are 70-year-old and they tell you that darkness will come, the person that is saying it looks as if something is wrong with him. But if you are in Nigeria and they tell you that for the next 2 weeks, your light will not blink, you look like that person as if something is. But it is possible for us to have light. It is the effect in living in darkness for so long that you return money that you pick that is not your own. There is nothing to celebrate about that. It is the normal thing to do. But when you are coming from a place where you cannot explain, then it becomes something that they begin to give people an award for doing the right thing. The reason why Rwanda found its place right now in the Committee of Nations, I remember being in Rwanda maybe 10 times during the reformative years. And we helped Rwanda with meetings like this to remind them about forgiveness and hope and restoration. We did that over and over again. But I remember one of the meetings before we left, and Paul Kagame made a remarkable statement. Because if we're looking for justice, you see, all of us will think that the future of Rwanda is greater than justice. Here in Nigeria, we're still asking for justice. We're still asking for equity. We're asking that you meet us on the road of fairness, because all of that is far from us. This man did something. He's not going to speak for too long, just in short, but what he represents is what I'm presenting today. You'll be hated for doing the right thing in your office. In fact, if you return money because you're a bad guy, now you won't come sure say now you holy pass. Get out. With my full chest, like we say, obedience, help me welcome on stage Right Honorable Barrister Ben Chuks Nwosu. Please help me welcome him. No kuna clap oh. Sabi box oh, mona clap. Thank you, sir.
Obedience, clap for yourselves. Clap for yourselves. First and foremost, my name is Ben Chuks Nwosu. I don't know what to do about these young people, because as the head of Mobilization, I was in the 36 states of the Federation with them. Where's Kamal? Where's the flag man? All of them. How they got there, I don't know. But each time I got there, I saw them. They were, you can't imagine the terrain in Nigeria, but they were there. And I called Dr. Moore one day and I said, these people who are still in the Senate, corridors of power, they wasted my generation. Don't allow them waste your own. I have 3 degrees: philosophy, political science, law. Most times I'm looking for something to pay my bills in a country that's oil producing. I made a 2-1 at the University of Nigeria and came. Indeed, we were the first set that did JAMB. My name was number 7. I was supposed to have a federal scholarship. When I got there, I saw that my name had been cleaned out. And one name that was there, if I mention it now, they'll read meanings into it, so I will not. But another name was there. A little boy. And I went home and decided that I was going to be outside, shouting about those that are inside. I was the head of Transformation Ambassadors of Nigeria. And I know what we did. What I want to tell you, do not ask for another election. Ask for this one. We want it. We want this one. Give us this one. We want it. Peter Obi and Daddy Ahmed and this young boy here, Dr. Moore, Kamal, the flag man, so many of them, so many young people. We saw hell touring this country. 36 states of the Federation and Abuja. And after that, the 2 gentlemen, the 2 young men who ran for the presidency of this country went into what they called kerosene campaign. They started seeing groups. They started seeing traditional institutions. They started seeing all sorts of pressure groups. We sat for an exam set by INEC. We won the exam. We came first. Give us our result. Why are you talking about another exam? There's nothing they will not do. They will call your mother. They will call your father. They will call everything. My mother is 90. I said, Mama, let's go and vote. I got there. They gave her three ballot papers. I said, Ben, I don't know these other people. That's your friend that talks with small voice. That's the one I came to vote for. So I gave her the ballot for the presidency. And she said, which is the logo? Because at 90, she had challenges. So I took permission from the agents and I showed her. She voted. I said, okay, Mama, vote for Senate and House of Reps. He said, no. Once Peter becomes president, she will be okay. That she was ready to die. Because this man won the governorship of Anambra State. It was stolen from him. He was in the courts. 3 years. Unprecedented. He got it back. When he got back 3 months after, they said the tenure had expired. He said he was going to court. I went to him. I said, Gregory, what's all this? You have become excellency. Let's go home. He said, no, we will get it in court. He went to court, he got it. Verily, verily, I say unto you, even if it is devil himself that heads that court, we will get justice. This election is like no other election. For the first time, people had faith in the ballot box. You told us that after election, you will upload it from the polling units and we can watch it. That's what you told us. And we will hold you to it. That must be done. Let nobody tell you any other story. Don't know who Hausa is, don't know who Yoruba is, don't know who Catholic is, don't know who Anglican is. I just see Nigerians. I'm not married to an Igbo woman. In schools all over, I had roommates who were of other places. I didn't even know. I was born in Enugu. I didn't know there was a place called Calabar. When we were growing up, I didn't know. Mama Jumoke was telling us Oyoyo rice. I didn't know that she was Yoruba. This demonic politics of church, of tribe, of tongues, of everything, you all jointly and severally killed it on the 25th of February. It shall not rise up again. It shall not rise up again. Finally, I adopt everything that was said here because they are inspiring. But what will be more inspiring to the team of lawyers, of which I am one, because I am prepared to follow Peter Obi until thy kingdom come. What will help us? Go and double your efforts. Do better than you did on the 25th. What can you do? You have your phones. That's the mistake most of us made. We didn't take most of the polling unit results. After it was signed. Hold on, please. You might have done here. What about the villages? Please, obedience. I am begging you. In the villages. You are all brilliant people. Nobody will bother about you. There are places where people didn't know what to do. Make calls. Tell them, between now and Saturday, if we prove, like we need to prove, that we are in charge of our destiny, not them, the world will hear us. We need the results from the polling units. Refuse to be what they want you to be. Be what you want to be. Because you can be what you want to be. Don't let them do to you what they did to my generation. When you would take an exam, you don't see the result. They will call you for scholarship exams. You go there, no results. Eventually, people are taken there. You attend an interview, you pass. You never hear the result. Sometimes you hear the permanent secretary's daughter, son, has taken the job. That is why this country is not moving forward. On the 25th of December, you said no to all that. Forward ever, backward never. Go out on Saturday and do much better than we did the other time. Let me tell you about the president-elect, Peter Obi. You will find him neither unprepared nor inadequate. He may have a gentleman. His inside is steel. That's why he's called the stone, the rock. He's unwavering. His deputy and himself, maybe that deputy should also be rock. Because he is much more than determined. None of them can be both. And they will pursue this thing assiduously. We have painstakingly chosen the best 20 brains in the legal practice. And we need your reports, we need everything. We're going to put them assiduously before them. I will make them public to the world so that everybody will see it. Don't give up.
So guys, we can see that a new Nigeria is possible and we can make it happen. Let's make it happen. Let's come out en masse to vote for our candidates in this forthcoming election on the 11th of March 2023. We all know that Peter Obi will be needing the support of these people. He will be needing the support of these people. So let's ensure we come out. The only way we can cripple these old politicians is only by ensuring we vote them out. Let's come out. This is the best time for us to, exercise our franchise and make sure that we vote and vote the right people into the place of power. We don't want Nigeria to keep sliding every day. Things must change, as in things must change for the better. So guys, please, let's ensure we come out to vote for the Labour Party candidates in this forthcoming election. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell, give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend it to others, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thank you.